because there's plenty to do here, even without doing all the extra stuff. Although I think we're going to get another side quest also post-haste. Alice Garden Pods. And you thought your apartment was small. Oh, it appears to be under a lockdown. No, no.
You English?
Reception. Oh. Looks a little nasty.
Yes. Bed on second and third floor. Showers and laundry basement.
I do not want to buy an apartment. No, thank you. I just want to find my man.
Jensen.
Oh, Faridah.
I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you what counts for.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
No. Lecture, tease, or concern. Lecture.
Depends on the secrets. I thought the boss would appreciate his chief pilot getting into trouble, especially this far from home.
I can take care of myself, Jensen. I had business to attend to. Personal business.
Malik, come on.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed, murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend wasn't murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Bruggen is the priority here. And I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
I'll accept it.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lynn. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, that's starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Henshaw Clinic.
I was gonna go there anyway.
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, and then details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
Alright. Well, it appears that we have picked up another side quest. And this is the one I might actually do, because it's interesting. It involves a little bit of detective work, which is not something we get to do that often. Usually we're more of the run and gun, smash and grab kind of people. Section 0. Pod 9. Pod 9. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. What? I am American, thank you. Alright, let's see what we got here. So here's the pod. Got an ebook. gonna actually read it. Here's a pocket secretary. Gonna read it. Fly girl. Well, that's Malik for us. Pocket secretary. Lee Hong is our suspect. Yep. It all looks very suspicious. If you don't have the time to read it, suspicious is what it looks like. Anything else? No. Alright, well, we're going to save that for later. We will do it, but first let's find Mr. Van Bruggen before things get any more complicated. And here he is, somewhere. Knock, knock.
Forget it, man. You're not my type.
This isn't a movie called Van Bruggen. This is about you and some friends of yours that met in Detroit.
Detroit? Yeah, okay. I got it now. You were Sarif, right? You were him and had to pull the plug.
So you admit it. You were running a mole.
The heck, man. Just the heck. What decision I ever made taking that gig? As you can obviously see.
You attacked my people, Windmill. You hope to walk away from this. You tell me what you know.
Down, boy. I've got no allegiance to that backstabbing bitch who hired me. Especially after she painted a target on my back. The girl you want is Tao Yun-Ru, Tao Young Medical CEO.
Tao Young Medical? They're Sarah's biggest competition.
How do you think they got that way? Zara doesn't like competition, see? So she uses hack attacks, blackmail, extortion, anything she can do to destabilize her. No offense, but Sarif was just the latest in a long line.
You got any proof of this?
There's a surveillance recording in the Tao Young Tower. I stashed it on the server in case I ever needed an insurance policy.
Not a very smart place to hide it, seeing as you don't work there anymore.
Things got hot before I could move it. And now, I got you to get it for me.
Of course.
Of course, you can't just walk into that place. You're gonna need an employee card encoded with your biometrics to use the TYM shuttle.
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me where to get one.
Hey, I'm always prepared. There's a certain security guard likes to dabble with the ladies. You find him at the Hong Hua Hotel, top floor, corner room. Sneak in, snatch the card while he's otherwise engaged, and bring it back here so I can code it with the biometrics in your passport.
I was there when you flatlined that mole, Van Bruggen. You think I'm gonna trust you?
You have to if you want that evidence. Now run along, Sarif, man. And don't get too distracted watching the action.
Well, it got complicated. Well, we do know where the hacker is, which is a plus. Now we have to do a whole new set of things. Things seem to be fine. There's a bunch more pods you can break into if you really want to. I don't. But there's stuff there. Ammunition. Money. Drugs. All the stuff that normal people have in their apartments. So.
And it's time that we as the police stepped up to make things...
Let's get out of here. It's the janitor. Okay. So let's move on with where we need to be. Lower Hangshaw. Now, one of the reasons why this guy's hiding from something. Who knows what. One of the reasons that I'm not doing side quests is that this place is a maze. And I don't want to spend too much time losing my way back and forth, because I already embarrassed myself enough in Detroit. So, let's talk to Anonymous X at the limb clinic, which might be up there. Yes.
And it's time that we as the police stepped up to make things...
Alright, well, we've made it inside. Now we have to find this Anonymous X character. You? No. You? 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 No. Alright.
Leave International welcome you. You all prefer client? Select what you want from computer.
Alright. Well, we can buy Typhoon ammo and a praxis kit, which I will. Okay. Too bad I can't sell anything.
You're very welcome, sir.
Well, that praxis kit will be useful later. Oh! Well, here he is.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Dismissive, professional, impatient. Impatient.
Nice hat. I'm here for Evelyn's autopsy report.
What? Are you mad?
No, just impatient.
But that's not what... You were supposed to remember and use the correct expression. Gods, what have I gotten myself into? Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
Well, we just blew up that whole spy idea. Bunch of people here. Some with some really fancy duds. And I think you can break into the limb clinic if you'd like. Talk to some folks. I'm not sure what we would get out of this. Maybe some painkillers. You can do it. No real reason. Alright. Go left down the stairs. I'll meet you at the corner. Ah, so here's our man.
Over here. Come on now. Nice hat. Do you have any idea what you're dealing with here? You could get me fired for this. Or worse.
You'll be fine. You can stop whispering now.
Right. Well, not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
Refuse.
A little piece of advice. When attempting to extort money from someone, don't give them what they want before trying to rip them off.
What? What? You mean you aren't going to pay? But I risked everything to get you that file.
Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
You scoundrel! You will regret this someday. You just mock my words.
See you later, X.
We will not regret this, by the way. That is very clear. Alright, well that is part of that quest now completed. You can take a look at our information. Our idealist, Mr. X here. She got hurt really, really bad. And she was pregnant. Now that's
I
spicy.
just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matched the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malin,
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
and do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
Alright, find Lee's apartment. Well, might as well focus on that subplot before we go and do the stuff at the hotel. So, let's see. We just have to find his apartment. If I recall correctly, there's a step where we go to his apartment, and there's a step where we confront him later. So, do that, ignore the bartender stuff, and then loop around back and try and find, and do the whole main mission afterwards. Alright. Well, looks like we got our Mark's apartment. Can we hack level 3? No, we can't. That's a problem. Well, it appears like that is the important thing we need to be able to do in order to get any further on this quest. Unless there's some kind of secret. That goes to a different part of the map. Well, maybe I'll spend a practice point on it. Fine. Well, spend the point on hacking. I've already devoted so much time to this, I might as well do this. I'm gonna get caught doing this, of course.
Access granted.
Yes. That was a little tricky. Alright, so we're in the dude's apartment. Find Lee. Is he here? No. Maybe he's in the toilet?
Alec, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
This toilet looks really suspicious. Nope, false alarm. So now we have to do some detective work to see if there's anything to be found here in the apartment. I've done this once, and I know it can be actually fairly tricky.
Hey, lady. Can't wait to see you today. But I'm stuck at work. I know, I'm sorry. I'll pick it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at time, okay? Just don't get apart. Starting without me. I want you all to myself tonight.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
Nothing in the closet. Weird. Master player. He is a ladies' man, this Lee. And also possibly a ladies' murderer. A lady killer, if you will.
Access granted.
Okay. Something about his father's business. Do not disgrace us, son. Alright, so he's getting in trouble with his parents.
Looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find.
Yeah, a clock.
Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lisa's dumb as you say, maybe. We need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything.
Well, is there anything else we could possibly find? Microwave. Faucet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe it's not the refrigerator, that's for sure. Trash can. Speakers. TV. Again with a bed, perhaps. Doesn't look like it. Something here in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't know if this is enough or if I need to be looking for more stuff. Okay. What else could there possibly be? Oh, well, look at this.
Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe we washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Alright, well, let's mess up his stuff a bit. Yeah, try moving that fridge by yourself, buddy. Yeah, that's true revenge. Alright, now we have to get back to the hive. And I think that'll be about the last thing we do. We'll uncover the rest of the Van Bruggen stuff later. The Turtle King Restaurant.
Yes.
I didn't know turtles had a monarchy. Well, here's Hong Hua. And we'll do that later. But first to the hive, which is right here. The hive. A nice little hexagonal sort of thing.
Let's see that go yet.
Maybe another tip.
Alright, so we still have to pay 1,000 credits to get in. I'm still not having it. So we're going to take the long way around.
Malik, I'm in the hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
So where is Lee?
Are you bell tower? Both
Is that a bouncer?
bell tower.
It's not a lady. Ah, well look at this.
What do you want, Chrome Boy?
Is your name Lee Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, piss off! I already told all you knuckles all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
Dead girlfriends?
Police,
Yep.
Then what the fuck do you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, Narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Because unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
Alright. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Falsified. Inaccurate.
Because the police report itself was falsified. Why else would that be, if not to cover up a weak alibi?
Man, you gotta be kidding me. That's some weak ass shit right there.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk.
You have to pick
We
the
both
right
know that isn't
answers.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit and your story was a lie,
Or else it won't be
how did
convincing.
Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation, something to fuel your violent outburst. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy? Bell Tower. Your family's sizable investments in Bell Tower assured they would turn a blind eye to any of your run-ins with the law, no matter how serious.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee. But only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know! Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She's going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her! I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee.
Walk away. Like a badass.
Alec, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my God, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
Alright, now we have to do some hacking. This is going to be a little tricky. And I remember it being very tricky when I did this the previous time. Because it's located in a very inconvenient spot. Right there. Okay. Right within visual range of the bouncer. So. Two things to get. 3, 4, okay, so just get them all. Oh, we have to go a long way to get this, okay. Oh, so we've been lucky so far. I think we can get this. Pretty easy.
Access granted.
Alright, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee.
Alright. I wonder what that surprise is going to be.
Jensen,
Malik,
first take this. I was going to use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
Hey,
I
practice.
have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the right hands. The Hongs aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee.
Face the hive exterior. I can do
Are you
that.
facing the hive? It's almost showtime. In 3, 2,
Malik,
just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch. She's going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
Alright, well, that's some pretty, intense revenge. Alright, well, that's that side quest done. And before we move on to other more, central things in terms of the plot, we're gonna sign off, and I will see you next time around. Alright.